What's up, guys? Elko Player here, coming back with another NASCAR Heat 4 video, guys. And today we got a lot to talk about. But as usual, before we get into the video, shout out to my donators in my past streams: Dale Reynolds, Stein9, Zachary Rogers, Dark Helmet SK, and Kyle Larson 42 fan. Links to their channels will be in the description below. So without further ado, guys, let's get started. So I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I'm just going to get straight into it. So as you guys know, as the title, it says something along the lines of a NASCAR Heat 4 series, question mark, question mark, question mark. And I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to get straight to the point. From everything, from all the data I have collected, signs right now point to yes, as there being a new series coming into NASCAR Heat 4. And when I mean signs point to yes, I mean there is an extremely high chance of there being a new series in NASCAR Heat 4. So let me start off with the first piece of evidence I was able to collect, and this one is coming from Sloppy_Joe. Link to his channel will definitely be in the description below. Quick shout out to him. But he went to 704 headquarters and was able to collect a certain piece of data that I'm about to actually show you the audio clip to right now from what he said to me.
So back in October, when I went to 704 headquarters for the Robo weekend, I had an interview with one of the head social media people of 704 Games, where we discussed possible things to be added on to future installments of NASCAR Heat titles. And one thing in particular that he mentioned to me after I asked him, will there be a new series or anything brand new that you'll be adding to Heat 4? He sat back, took a second to say anything, and kind of smirked and said, I cannot confirm what series it is or any of that, but we are working on adding a brand new series to NASCAR Heat 4.
And once again, shout out to Sloppy_Joe. Link to his channel will still be in the description below. But after you just heard right there, that is not a confirmation that NASCAR Heat 4 will still have a new series, but it does give the chance of a new series coming into NASCAR Heat 4. It blows it out of the water and gives it a huge chance of there still being a new series coming into NASCAR Heat 4. So now, even though a confirmation from 704 has not come out about a new series coming into NASCAR Heat 4, it seems like from the evidence we have collected so far, we could probably start expecting a new series coming into NASCAR Heat 4. So the question now comes out, what series could it be? So now, if you guys don't remember, back in late 2017, Ed Martin released a hint about NASCAR Heat 3 having the Dirt Series. Some people speculated he was just going to the Charlotte Dirt Track, and some people speculated that there was going to be a new Dirt Series added into NASCAR Heat 3. And then with the summer of 2018, when it came along, we found out that an Extreme Dirt Series was coming into NASCAR Heat 3. So we know Ed Martin is known for putting out hints on Twitter for the next NASCAR Heat game installment. So an image surfaced around October of 2018 of him going to a place, and ever since I saw that picture, I knew something was up. So as you guys know, these are probably two tweets that you have seen on Ed Martin's Twitter, but basically these two tweets are basically either plain and simple just a random regular tweet that Ed Martin posted on Twitter, or it could be a hint to a possible series. And the reason why I say this is because, well, you're about to find out. So I went on the internet and I looked up 2019 schedules for certain NASCAR sanctioned leagues, and two of them went to tracks in Minnesota. So for both of the series, one of the series I was only able to find their 2018 schedule, and for another series I was only able to find their 2019 schedule. Both are NASCAR sanctioned leagues, and both went to the same track that is located in Minnesota. So if you guys don't know by now, Northfield is located in Minnesota, and there is one track that is located 7 miles from Northfield where Ed Martin went to go visit, and that is Elko Speedway. And also, if you guys don't know by now, for the 2019 ARCA schedule, they'll be racing at Elko Speedway. And also, Dub Got Wells, a Minnesota native, also told me that the NASCAR Wheelin' All-American Series raced at Elko Speedway in 2018, but both of us were not able to find their 2019 schedule. So now the reason why I put these two series up into context is because Sean Wilson visited Minnesota and went to Northfield. Northfield is only 7 miles away from Elko Speedway. So Ed Martin either A, went there, probably even with his team, to either laser scan the track of Elko Speedway to possibly have either the ARCA Series or the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series in NASCAR Heat 4, or he went to Northfield to do one thing, and that is to talk with Monster Games, or to, associate with Monster Games. Because if you guys don't know by now, Monster Games, I believe, is located in Northfield, Minnesota, and they do help out 704 Games to produce the NASCAR Heat games. They produce NASCAR Heat games with 704 with NASCAR Heat Evolution, NASCAR Heat 2, NASCAR Heat 3, and it looks to also be with NASCAR Heat 4. And I believe they help out, and I could be wrong with this, they seem to help out with the coding. But remember what Sloppy_Joe said about the new series. This is why I brought up the new series and Elko Speedway, because if Motorsports Games, yes, is located near an ARCA track, then there's a good chance that ARCA or another small series that is owned by NASCAR, NASCAR Whelen All-American Series, could be put into NASCAR Heat 4, because right now the signs seem to point right now to yes of there being a new series added into NASCAR Heat 4. So we do know that Ed Martin went to Northfield to either A, visit Elko Speedway and Monster Games, or he just went to Northfield to visit Monster Games. And if you want my opinion on it, I believe he did go to Northfield to visit Monster Games, but also to possibly check out Elko Speedway, because if they do add a new series, which it seems like they are, into NASCAR Heat 4, if there is already a local track near a company that is helping 704 with NASCAR Heat 4, it could be possible that Elko Speedway could be added into NASCAR Heat 4, aka either the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series, or the ARCA Series. And I say that because ARCA is heading to Elko in 2019, and the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series went there in 2018, and if I am able to find the 2019 schedule, there's also a possibility they could be heading to Elko in 2019. So either Ed Martin uploaded that photo to Twitter to either A, give us a hint for us to dig for clues about a new series coming into NASCAR Heat 4, or just showing us a picture that he is heading to Northfield to visit Monster Games for NASCAR Heat 4, and probably to have a meeting about NASCAR Heat 4. But we still know that there is a high chance of there being a new series in NASCAR Heat 4. So what I'm going to do now is say which series probably has the best chance in being in NASCAR Heat 4 and why. And I'm only going to say 3 series, because these 3 series are probably the highest likely to be in NASCAR Heat 4. So I'm going to start out with the least likely one, and that is because I seriously believe there is no shot of this series being in NASCAR Heat 4, and that is the K&N Pro Series East and West. And this is because if you look at how the K&N Pro Series is, there are 2 different types of series, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, and both use either the Gen 6 NASCAR or the old Gen 4 NASCAR, and this could be a serious, hard thing to do if they add this into NASCAR Heat 4, and that means they'll most likely be focused on only the K&N Series being added into Heat 4. So I seriously believe the K&N Pro Series has no shot of being in NASCAR Heat 4 because of those reasons. So this next series I'm about to present to you guys, I feel like it has a slight chance of being in NASCAR Heat 4. Not a great chance, not a little chance, but a slight chance. But it still has a higher chance of being in NASCAR Heat 4 than K&N Pro Series, because I seriously believe the K&N Pro Series doesn't have a chance at all. So what I'm about to present to you guys is the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series, and the only reason why I believe this series has a possible chance of being in Heat 4 is because of the location of one track they go to throughout the year, and that is Elko Speedway. That's the only reason why I could think that there could be a possible chance of them adding this NASCAR Wheeling All-American Series into NASCAR Heat 4. So now that I believe the NASCAR Wheeling All-American Series has probably the smallest chance of being in NASCAR Heat 4, this series right here I believe has the highest chance of being in NASCAR Heat 4, and that is the ARCA Series. And it's not just because the ARCA Series goes to a track that is 7 miles or around 7 miles away from Monster Games, which is located in Northfield, and Elko Speedway is 7 miles away from Northfield. And it's not just because of that, it's because that the ARCA Series only runs one type of car. Okay, the ARCA Series goes to a select amount of tracks that are already in NASCAR Heat 3, like Daytona, Michigan, and I believe they also do go to Talladega. And there's probably other tracks that I have not mentioned. The ARCA Series, okay, could be used also very well for career mode. You go from the Dirt Series to the ARCA Series to the Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and the Cup Series. So the ARCA Series, in my opinion right now, fits the best into being added into NASCAR Heat 4, and right now looks the most promising. And also, I believe the ARCA Series could be used in NASCAR Heat 4 because this could be a marketing tool. For instance, NASCAR fans nowadays would like to have more short tracks, and NASCAR Heat 4 could add the ARCA Series, and the ARCA Series, as you know, goes to a good amount of short tracks, so they could add more short track racing into the next NASCAR Heat game installment. But remember guys, nothing is confirmed by 704 about a new series being added into NASCAR Heat 4, but from the evidence that we were able to collect on our own, and from what Sloppy Joe was able to find out when he headed over to the 704 headquarters, right now the signs seem to be pointing to yes, aka meaning there is an extremely high chance about a new series being added into NASCAR Heat 4. And from everything that I have been able to collect, I seriously believe that that new series could be the ARCA Series. And also remember, if you guys want to go check out what Ed Martin did post on Twitter, you guys can go check it out on his Twitter. And that either could be a hint or it could not be a hint, because it could either be a hint to, you know, a new series coming into NASCAR Heat 4, or it could just be him posting a picture that he went to Northfield, and he probably just went to Northfield to go have a meeting with Monster Games, which is located in Northfield, Minnesota. But that'll be it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys all for watching. But before you guys sign off, please remember that nothing is confirmed about a new series being added into NASCAR Heat 4, but the chances of a new series being added into NASCAR Heat 4 are extremely high from what we have collected. So thank you guys all for watching. If you guys are new, smack that sub button, comment down below your opinions about this video, and subscribe for more NASCAR Heat videos. We will be uploading NASCAR Heat 4 news videos when we get the news, so hopefully you guys subscribe for that. And we will be live streaming NASCAR Heat 3 and Project Cars 2, and still be uploading NASCAR Heat 3 videos. So thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. IDK out.
I gave you everything, held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss